Hey guys, good morning. You are joining me for breakfast. I hope you don't mind me eating while I chat with you guys. I woke up this morning and I was like, you know what? I am not going to the gym today. I'm not going out for a walk. It is so hot still. I'm just gonna have a quote unquote normal morning where I just get up, make myself some coffee, have breakfast, and just sit and chill. I haven't done a morning rambles with you guys, or even like my morning, routine or whatever for so long with you guys, because it's just been the same, like rush around, get dressed and go to the gym and then come home and do everything else. It's nice. It's nice to sit here and be able to chat with you guys, put on my eye mask. These are actually probably done. But yeah, just sit and chat with you guys and just have like a slower morning, a day where I can actually enjoy my breakfast a little bit instead of just shoving it in my face. How are you guys? What's going on? Oh, I'm wearing my Nordstrom pajama set. It's cute. I don't know if this is still in stock, but I picked this up. Wait, did I order this or did I pick it up? No, I ordered this because, I ordered some things and I picked up some things while I was actually in store. This I did actually order online. They had 2 colors, and I think they had more colors in store. But anyway, this is the pajama set that I hauled, that I had on my wish list, etc. It's the one that has shorts at the bottom. It's really comfy. Obviously, I slept in it last night. It's really, really comfy. I wasn't sure if like this whole shirt situation was going to make it too hot still, because I got this set because of the shorts bottom, thinking that would be cool enough. And I think it was. I think it was cool enough. I didn't wake up extra hot, which I do sometimes. So yeah, did I just get a text? It is really early in the morning. Who's texting me? My East Coast friends. Oh, they're all doing their word games. I've got to do my word games too. So how have you guys been? I really cannot believe how fast this summer has gone by. On one hand, the torturous temperatures has really like dragged it out in a way, but I can't believe it's August. Can you guys? I know some kids here and in Arizona, like they're already going back to school soon. I'm like, what? On the East Coast, school always starts, at least from when I was a child, the Wednesday after Labor Day. You had Labor Day, you had one day, basically the one day to like run out and get all of your school supplies, and then you started school. But here, they go to school, or they start school so early. And I feel like as soon as the kids go back to school, it feels like summer is over, even though I know August in most other places is like high summer. No work, no nothing. But it does start to feel like summer is over. I'm not complaining. I'm not the biggest fan of summer, but I don't mind the slower pace of summer. It is nice. So today, and you guys are going to be surprised it's taking me this long, but today I need to organize my handbags. It needs to be done. Before I left for New York, we're going all the way back, I had California Closets come in. They did that installation in my spare bedroom that housed all of my handbags. They were just all over the floor. It was such a mess. And they put in these great big cabinets or whatever. And then I also, in my primary closet, I had a cabinet that was like for long hanging items. I actually got shelves put in there so that I could put my most used handbags there, like in my primary closet. And then in that spare bedroom, I would put any sort of like leftover bags that are, ones that I don't use that often, maybe a little bit older, or just special occasion ones, whatever, I would put over there. That's the plan, that's the idea. So all of my handbags, or most of my handbags, are just sitting on the floor of my bedroom upstairs and waiting to be put away. And I just haven't had time. I went away to New York pretty shortly thereafter California Closets was done. Yeah, I left on, they were done on a Friday. Oh, and I left on Monday. So that weekend I was like, just, busy wrapping up stuff, packing, whatever. Here we are, still handbags all over the floor. And my husband, who's such a saint, hasn't said a word. Not a word. Nothing like, so when are you going to be putting, nothing, not a word. He knows better. So I need to do it though. And I want to do it. There's a lot of organization, household tasks that I don't like doing. I don't want to spend my time doing. I dread it. This I want to do. I want to like organize my stuff. I want to, kind of go through my handbags. I don't go through my handbags very often. So I want to go through them and just sort of, and I'll go through them with you and kind of like walk down memory lane, if you will. So that's the big plan for today. And usually when I come back from a trip, I like to do like a really amped up skincare routine. Just to kind of, pamper my face a little bit, after a flight, and then being in New York, which is like really grimy, and it was so hot, and I was sweating, and then it was moist, and air conditioning, all that kind of stuff. You guys know. And I usually do that like 1 or 2 days after I get back from a trip, and I haven't gotten a chance to do it. So I definitely want to do that today. I want to do that. Since I'm having a slow morning, I want to just kind of pamper my face a little bit. So that's on the agenda as well. All right, I'm going to do my games and get on with my day. Well, I just had one of those much needed showers where I exfoliated, I actually dry brushed before I turned the water on, and then I shaved. It was one of those showers. I usually take very, very quick showers, wash my hair, wash my body, and I'm out of there. I lingered in the shower, so it's been a really good morning. It has also been very productive. Sorry, I just got really serious because all of a sudden, all of my things either expired or ran out. So I had to rush and renew my driver's license. That's expiring soon. And then I had to rush and renew my global entry traveler card. So if you're in the US, and this only is applicable in like most airports, but like the bigger ones. Anyway, you don't have to show your passport and go through all of that. If you have global entry, you can just kind of, like scan your face and then go right through. I had to renew that. And then I ran out of contact lenses. I used up my last pair today. I have some other backup ones, which like the prescription is off a little bit. So I'll have to use those until my correct prescription comes in. But I was like, oh my God, I ran out of contact lenses. So anyway, I rushed to do all of that, which is great. I was glad I was home this morning to be able to do that. But anyway, so I've had a really nice, productive morning, really productive morning. So I wanted to try out this new device from Current Body. So I am working with Current Body on this portion of the video, and this is the radio frequency device. It's an over-the-counter home use device intended for non-invasive treatment of mild to moderate facial wrinkles in adults. And they do have like a descriptor of what they mean by mild to moderate. These are severe wrinkles, which this tool is not meant for. And of course, there is a really handy dandy user guide that's included. So this is what the device looks like. I have it currently plugged into the wall. So you do have to plug it in. When I took it out of the box, I was like, this looks like an old-timey razor, doesn't it? Like something at a barber shop. But anyway, this is just a stand. So you take the stand off, and then it's got 4 nodes, and that's where the RF signal comes out of. So there is a power button up here, and then this is where it plugs in, and it just plugs right into the wall. And then there are some indicator lights here. So when I turn this on, the on button comes on, looks like a little smiley face. And then this light up here will start to light up once you start using it. Current Body also has a radio frequency gel. So like a lot of these products, if you've seen me demonstrate the Zip product, which is available at Current Body, and other devices like that, you have to use a gel. It's something that you have to put on in order for the device to work. It protects your skin, and it helps glide the tool across your skin. So this is the radio frequency gel. So I'm going to use this on my face. And what you definitely want to do, and it'll tell you in the user guide, you want to test it on parts of your face and like wait a couple days. So I was able to do that. And so far this device seems to work great for me. And I do have skin that's on the more sensitive side. So that's very promising. So they even have recommended treatments here in the user guide. So it'll show you the area and then like how long to do it for and like what motion to use. So whether it's back and forth or circular or whatever, continuous slow, side to side, circular motions, things like that. And this device will stay on for 5 minutes and then it'll just auto shut off. And so all of these recommended treatment times is either for 5 or 10 minutes. The 10-minute ones is like 5 minutes on each side, so 10 minutes total. So I have very deep wrinkles in my forehead. I'm definitely starting to deal with like crow's feet and wrinkles underneath my eyes. And then of course the marionette lines or the nasolabial folds. So those are sort of my problem areas, if you will. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm just gonna do my forehead. You can do one area just once a week for 8 weeks and you will start to see some improvement in your wrinkles. Yeah, it says for best results, use the device once a week on each target treatment area for 8 weeks. Treatments can be performed as needed every 4 to 8 weeks to maintain optimal long-term results. So I just squeezed out some of the conductive gel, the radio frequency gel. I'm gonna put it on my forehead. And you definitely want a nice layer of this. Be generous with your gel. And the recommended device movement for the forehead is up and down and across. And they recommend 5 minutes for each side. So let's do one side here. Okay, so I'm gonna pop the stand base off. I'm gonna turn this on. You wanna make sure all 4 of the nodes are making contact with your skin. And do you see that light up there? It's starting to blink. You'll also feel it. So you'll feel heat basically coming off of the device. And if you don't feel any heat after maybe like a couple minutes of doing this, what you want to do is maybe slow down your motion. You're maybe going a little bit too fast. So you want to slow down the motion to a speed where you feel it, it's warm. It's warm. It shouldn't get too hot. You don't want to like linger in one place for too long. So you want to keep it moving. And I'm just doing their recommended motion, the up and down and across. And I can definitely feel the heat. So I'm not going to bore you by standing here and doing this for the next 5 minutes. So I'm gonna do this and I will be right back. Okay, so it just auto shut off after 5 minutes. And what it does, sorry, I should have recorded it, but what it does basically is this light will go orange. Do you see that? It goes orange for about 5 seconds and then it shuts off, just to let you know that it's auto shutting off. And then if you wanna go ahead and do like the other side of your forehead or whatever, the other side of your face, you can just click that and it goes right back on. So when you're done, you want to make sure you kind of wipe off all the nodes because there's going to be gel on it. I like to wipe off the whole device because I do end up with gel kind of everywhere on it, but that's okay. It just wipes right off. And then I put it back on the stand there. And then they do have treatment aftercare. They do have some notes on that. So they, of course, recommend using SPF. And if you do want to use some skincare or makeup after your treatment, you can do that immediately if you want. You don't have to wait. My skin feels a little warm, but you can see it's not red. It's not like it's irritated, but it does feel like a little bit warm to the touch. I think that's very normal. So basically how the radio frequency works is as we age, we just produce less collagen. And so the radio frequency is supposed to kind of prompt collagen production in your skin and like help plump it up from the inside out and just kind of fill in those wrinkles, which is just great. And collagen not only kind of like plumps up your skin, it also kind of retains the elasticity of your skin. It tightens your skin as well. So you're just gonna have like a generally more youthful appearance. So of course I have a coupon code for Current Body. I'm gonna flash that on the screen right now. So definitely check that out. I'll also leave it down below in the description box. If you guys go straight down there, you'll see the discount code, what it is good for. And a big thank you to Current Body for working with me yet again. You guys know how much I love their devices. They are absolutely amazing, so effective. All right, I'm gonna finish up my skincare routine. I'm gonna put on my SPF for sure, get ready for the day, and then let's organize these handbags. I'm so excited. Okay guys, I am back. And I thought I'd throw on some makeup. I've been doing the same makeup look for two reasons. One, I've been lazy. And two, I've had my travel makeup bag. I've just had it upstairs. I keep forgetting to bring it downstairs where the rest of my makeup is. So I've just been basically using the same thing. I've been using 3 things for my makeup look. Are you guys ready? First, the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. I basically just put this around my eyes. Some sunspots, my nose because it's been especially red. And I've been using my Refer B04 brush. This is in their, what's that part of their site? Oh my God, my brain is so addled. It's so foggy. But they have the part of their site where you can order these brushes at a very, very, very low price, and all they want is their feedback. It's like they're testing brushes. Anyway, this brush is part of that, at least the last time I checked. So I just use that to blend in. And then I take my Rhode Pocket Blush in Freckle, and I swipe and swipe. And I've been using my Chantecaille Liquid Sculpt brush. Just been using that. It's like a smaller version of that Refer. And I just pounce to blend out. And then I've been using my Lisa Eldridge Balm in Sweet Fig. And that's it. That has been my makeup. Like I said, mainly because I'm lazy. Also because this stuff has been up here. And also, a third reason is it is so hot out that I feel like if I put any more makeup on, it's just going to melt off of my face. So this is it. I feel like this gives me enough color, enough coverage, a little moisture on the lips, and I'm good to go. All right, I am ready for these handbags. I also have the weirdest outfit on. I'm wearing this linen shirt, fine, and then I'm wearing these whites, they're like Max Mara's Weekend line. They're really, really thin, like wide leg pants. I think they're meant to just be worn, not just, but I think they were designed and meant to be worn like over a bathing suit, basically to go to the pool, because they're very, very thin. They're so thin, you can see like the outline of the pockets here. Can you guys see that? And I think you can see my underwear. Anyway, again, it's so hot. I'm like, I don't know what to wear. So this is it. This is what I came up with today. Okay, let's go out to, I'm in like kind of a weird mood today. I don't know why. Do you guys like ever wake up on the weird side of the bed? I do, where I feel like I can't stop giggling at stuff randomly. Nothing's particularly funny, especially this heat, but it's almost like delirious. I feel slightly delirious. Okay, let me shut up. Let me turn you around and we'll just kind of survey my bag collection. I do still have more bags in my garage. I'm gonna ignore those for now because I have not used them in a long time. Obviously, they've been down there, they've been sitting down there. Every once in a while, I rummage through them. It's a whole nother thing. Okay, let me turn you around. So, oh, that's Butter's crate up here. Okay, so this is what we are dealing with. Some bags back there, Chanel bags, and some of my Fendi's and Loewe's, some Louis Vuitton, and then I've got some of these guys. So like I mentioned, I believe I mentioned earlier in this video, I've got now a cabinet in my primary closet. That's where I'm gonna be putting my most used, most loved handbags. And then in my spare room that now has that in-wall bed from California Closets or whatever, there is one cabinet in there that I would like to use for like overflow handbags, bags that I don't use very often or I've had for a long time and I just haven't used lately. You know what I'm saying. All right, so I am going to sit here, just kind of pick out bags that I know I use often that I want to keep in my primary closet. Okay guys, so what a mess. You know, I left that hanging rod up there thinking I could get like hanging hooks and like hook bags off of them and maybe take out, you know, this shelf. But I don't know, I think they would hang too low and then what? And then I'm just gonna have a bunch of hanging bags in a cabinet. I don't know. I have to like really think this through. But let's do a quick rundown of these bags because I know you guys have been asking for a handbag collection video. So let's go through, these will be my most used bags. And then of course we'll go into the other room and do the other bags and I'll show you those. I am definitely gonna have to organize these bags a little bit more. It's not great. It's not great. And I'm also thinking that because this is, I think you can get a sense, this is a little bit high for me. You know, I can very easily reach the bags right in front, but this cabinet is actually pretty deep. It's like 2 feet deep. So if any bags fall like towards the back, it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to see and to reach for. So I think what I may end up doing is moving this like way down and I can put big bags up here. And then if I have a shelf like this for my smaller bags, a little bit more in the center here, I'll be able to have like a better vantage point onto that shelf. So I'm going to have to do that. I am going to have to do a little bit of rearranging or whatever. So this is definitely not a handbag organization video. We're just going to kind of do like a quick collection video. I don't know why I said quick. I don't think this is going to be quick. So we'll go through all of these handbags and then when I put away the other ones, we'll go through those handbags. So I'll start at the top here. I did put my smaller bags up here yeah, smaller, flatter kind of bags because I do have my Loewe bracelet bag up here, the shoulder size one. That's not very small. But anyway, let's start over here. I've got my very old Miu Miu clutch. This is that Matelasse. Is that how you pronounce it? Matelasse leather. Probably slaughtering that. You guys know the word though. It's one of those bags that opens, you know, like this and it locks open and then it snaps shut. So I've had this for a very, very long time. I don't even remember where I got it. Probably in New York somewhere. I definitely purchased it when I was living in New York. So that's my Miu Miu clutch. I've got my Chanel boy wallet on chain. I love this. This actually appeared in my 5 most used Chanel bags. I wasn't sure if I could include this because it is, I don't know, I think people consider it an SLG, a small leather good, as opposed to an actual handbag. But because I use it like a handbag, I don't know, I included it in that video. This is the Chanel boy wallet on chain. And then I've got, actually I can pull out the other one too. I have 2 YSL clutches and I actually got them at the same time because I thought they would serve very different purposes, but they both are like a patent faux, like croc embossed leather. But this one is a little bit thicker. I use this one more and it has gold hardware. And then this one is a very flat envelope shape with silver hardware. And I think I talked about this in like my most or least used handbags because it's so flat that if you put anything with any sort of thickness in here, it just looks very, very odd. So anyway, I do like the look of this bag. I just find it hard to use. So those are my 2 YSL clutches. Here is my little Bottega pouch. And this has a very long strap. It's in the color, it's not just red. Maybe they call this tomato. Anyway, I got this probably 5 years ago at this point, but I do love it. And the straps are adjustable. You just have to tie the knot further up or further down, depending on the length. But it's great. I love it. And then here is my Loewe elephant phone case. I bought this for when I went to Italy last year because I thought it would be really handy just to have something just for my phone. And it really did come in very handy. I do just wish it could hold a little bit more. I know that kind of ruins the purpose of this, but it does have a little pocket here, a little patch pocket for cards or whatever, and then I would just put my phone in here. And it was great for like just quick errand running, or if we were just like running out to grab coffee or whatever, it was great for that. Here is my Loewe bracelet pouch. This is the one that has the gold ends. I don't think they make it with the gold ends anymore. I've seen it with like leather covered, so kind of like a monochromatic look. So I've seen the black now with like a black leather covered disc for the ends, but I did get mine quite a while ago, and I do like to wear it as a bracelet, which is why the strap, it does come with like a little strap. The strap is tucked away, but I will just kind of clasp it closed over here and wear it on my wrist. It almost makes like a nice jewelry piece. And here is my little YSL wallet on chain. I got this in Copenhagen, and this is part of their Calypso line, but I can't find it on the US site. I guess they just didn't make it available here in the US, which is such a shame because I love this simple puffiness. It's not quilted at all. It's just puffy, and it's got a zipper pocket in the back here, and then it has some slots for cards. So it holds a bit more, it holds more than I thought it would, mainly because of this little zipper pocket. You can throw like coins and tickets or things like that back there. And this chain that it's on is very, very generous because it's long and I can wear it crossbody, which is really nice. Oh my gosh, I have money back here. Isn't that the best feeling? I mean, not a ton, but I do have some money back there. That's nice. Now I am realizing I do have to tuck these chains away because when these bags are sitting on the chain, they're getting like dented in. Do you see that? The chain mark? That's because this was like laying on its chain for a while. So I'm tucking them away, I'm trying to be less lazy, and I am tucking them away now. So I just put this into the little zipper pocket. Here's the little Celine case with the chain. And I got this not for my cruise, but I did get it right before I left for my cruise. And this came in very, very handy for travel because it fits a passport like perfectly. So I had my passport, I had my little card holder in here, you know, some other things, my phone, it fit all perfectly in here. So like I would stick this whole thing into like one of my carry-ons, and then I could just pull this out very quickly when I needed it. It was really great. It was very, very handy. So I was happy to have this. And then we've got my Prada nylon camo fanny bag. I got this probably right when I moved here to Vegas, so this is probably 6 or 7 years old, but I love it. It fits a ton of stuff. I do like to travel with this. It's a great travel bag, but it's got that main pocket. It's got this smaller front pocket, and then it's got a back pocket. So when I am traveling and I do have my passport or cash or stuff with me, I will put it on this, in this pocket, which is closest to me, which is very, very safe. And then here is my Loewe bracelet shoulder bag. So I wore this when I was in New York, so you probably are sick of seeing this at this point, but it does come with like a crossbody shoulder strap. And then I got this additional donut chain, which is in like a faux jade finish. And I love, love, love this color. It's like a greenish, brownish, khaki color. It's, oh my God, it's such an interesting color, and it's perfectly neutral. It goes with every other neutral color, like beautifully. And then the last bag that's on my top shelf there is my Dior mini saddle bag. This I got at Heathrow when I was coming back from Morocco. And it really is such an impractical bag. It really doesn't fit much because of this shape, but I love it. I love it. It's so cute. I've never been a fan of the regular saddle bag, even though I'm sure that fits so much more. Every time I would try on like the regular saddlebag shape, it just felt like, I don't know, like it was sticking out or something. Like it's a little bit on the stiffer side to keep this shape, of course. I just really like this small shape with this little handle here and then the crossbody here, and it does have a pocket in the back, which is very, very handy. All right, so I've got my 3 Oleata bags here. These are the mini anchor bags. You've seen me talk about these a lot, so I'm just gonna leave them there because they're standing up there nicely. I have my Loewe puzzle bag. This is the small size. I got this when I was in London last year. And I really hemmed and hawed about this size because I do usually opt for larger bags. I am getting over it, but coming from New York where you carry your life with you wherever you go, I've always been an oversized bag person. But now that I live in a completely different culture, car culture that is, I'm coming to appreciate like the smaller bag. So anyway, I ended up getting the small bag and it is perfect, absolutely perfect for my particular lifestyle. So that's the black small puzzle bag. And then here is my Loewe flamenco bag. This handle is like an extra handle, much like that donut chain on my bracelet shoulder bag. And I just loved like the brighter acid color and then this like kind of beigey khaki color woven through. I just thought it was really pretty. And I like the idea of having like more of a hand strap versus this shoulder crossbody strap that it does come with. So I can unattach this, I can tuck this strap in there and carry this as a clutch. It's a really versatile bag. This leather is so soft, and then it has like a magnetic closure at the top. I just love this color. I don't think they produce this color anymore, but it's like an acid mustard green color, and I just think it's so much fun. It like brightens up all of my very neutral clothing that I have. It just brightens up an outfit, so I love this. Next, I have my Celine cylindrical bag, I think they call this. And I think this is categorized as like a men's bag, but whatever. Anyway, I got this last year and have worn it quite a bit. It's very handy. There's something about this barrel shape, much like the bracelet bags. You can put a lot more in here than you think. I'll just say that, at least more than I think. And this is another great kind of handy bag. This is just like the wax canvas. So it's very sturdy, very easy to carry. I don't have to worry about it too much. And then the strap is like a cotton canvasy twill, and it is adjustable and I can wear it crossbody. So I do love this. I've got my 2 Triomphe bags. You guys know I got this when I was in Paris last year. This is, I've talked about this bag a lot, but a surprise favorite. I mean, I love the look of this bag, but I just thought, I'll get it, I'll love it. I probably won't wear it that much. Not the case at all. I wear this bag all the time. It surprises me constantly how many outfits it just goes with. It really swings from, an elegant evening dinner bag to like a really casual like daytime bag. It's just it's incredibly versatile and a lot more versatile than I thought. And then I got the smaller size in this like leopard velvet fabric. Okay, and behind those bags, I have 3 sitting back there. My Louis Vuitton Camouflage little case here. It's so cute. It's got this little flat pocket with the buckle in the front, and then this whole thing zippers. It's like a little lunchbox, and then it has this little tag. I just love this bag so much. And then it's got this like guitar strap, kind of shoulder strap, crossbody strap that I can use with Louis Vuitton on there. So this was part of that first collection that Pharrell did for men's. And you guys know I went a little crazy. I got this, the hat, the sweater. I just loved it all. And then I have my Louis Vuitton Yayoi Kusama Alma bag. You guys know how much I love this. This is another bag, much like the Celine bag, that has surprised me how often I use it, because I thought this was more of like a collector's piece. It's so quirky, but I think because it's black and white, I really can wear it with all of my plain black clothing, of which I have a lot, you guys know. Oh, and here is the little pumpkin hang tag that I love. And then I've got my Fendi Pkwy. This is a Celleria version. So it has some like hand top stitching here. The leather is really soft and supple. And this beigey color is perfect for me, as you guys know. I just love my neutrals. I think you guys are probably familiar with the Pkwy bag, but it's got 2 sides. And this bag is surprising in that it fits a lot more than I thought it would, because it is the small size. And I thought, well, as long as it fits my phone, and when I was in store, I stuck my phone in there. I was like, okay, that's great. But I can really shove quite a bit into this bag, which is really, really great. And then these side closures actually can become like unbuckled, and then it makes the top part even more open, so you can stuff even more in here if you want. I've never had to do that. I do find both sides of the bag to be sufficient for whatever I've needed to carry. Okay, I'm sitting on my little step stool here. Sorry. Sitting on my little step stool here because my head was out of frame when I angled it down to show you this shelf. So this shelf is mainly my Chanel bags. I have my Hermes Birkin back there. Let's start with the jumbo classic flap here. This also just appeared in my 5 most used Chanel handbags. But this I bought on resale from Kat here on YouTube, and I will link to her channel down below. But she is a handbag connoisseur, and she took very, very good care of this particular jumbo. And so when I got it, it was like brand new, absolutely brand new. So if she ever does any kind of sale on her bags, feel confident that you'll be getting a really, really well cared for bag. And then here's a little flap bag in this gorgeous tweed material, and it's got the champagne gold hardware, so I do find that a little bit more versatile. Like I can wear it with gold and silver jewelry, and it doesn't seem weird. My only issue with this particular bag is that it barely fits my phone. It's just a little bit too narrow, and I don't even have a max phone. I just have like the regular size. It's a Pro, but it's the regular size, and I have a very slim case on it, so it's not a bulky phone, and I have to kind of like shove it in there like kind of diagonally. It's just, it was surprising. Like I didn't even think to test it out because it looked like it would fit. But anyway, I love this bag. It is such a wonderful evening bag because again, I have so many plain black dresses or whatever. This just, you know, kind of spices it up a little bit. And I can wear it crossbody if I just do one single strap. Of course, shoulder bag, double strap. And I think what I love is the whip stitching around this whole bag in leather. Isn't that incredible? I love that detail, love it. And I think, I don't know, out of all the bags that I have from Chanel, they're all, sorry, I'm looking behind me at all the bags. They're all a leather, goat skin, lamb skin, the caviar. I really love when they do fabric bags. I had a denim bag, which unfortunately was stolen from me, but I had a denim bag and I loved it. It was a flap style. This bag, I just love. I just find them so much more special and unique. And I think I'm gonna focus like more on getting, you know, if I am going to purchase any more Chanel bags, but getting like the tweed or the denim version of bags because they're just so much more fun. As I'm going through my collection, I'm realizing that. I'm realizing that just now. Here is a black on black or so black cocoa top handle. This is another one of like the first bags I purchased from Chanel. And this was another bag that surprised me how much I used it, how I felt like it could kind of go casual to like a more elegant occasion. I just really thought that this was just gonna be like an evening kind of dinner bag or whatever, but I wear it crossbody and it goes with, maybe it's because it's the black hardware, but I can wear it with jeans and a t-shirt. I don't feel weird. And I've also had an aversion to bags with these top handles because I never felt like it was easy to hold it and open it at the same time. But there's something, do you see, there's something about the Chanel where like the top flap is flexible enough or the handle is situated enough where I can still hold it and do this. And I think I was playing around with one of my friends' Kelly bags, and I couldn't really do this. It was like, if I held, you know, like if I opened it up, then this handle went back and it became like unwieldy. And so you're just kind of holding it by the flap. Anyway, it was just not easy to handle. And so I really love this bag for that reason. I don't think a lot of them are like that. And I love the black, oh, look at that. I have like a makeup smudge in there, oh my God. But yeah, I love this bag. I haven't used it a lot lately. And I think I need to. I need to bring this bag back out. I have this sort of very light peach trendy bag. And
I was really, really on the hunt, really on the hunt for a trendy bag, and my Chanel essay said that she had this peach one. She knew I wanted like just a straight up black one, but I thought this was neutral enough, which it generally is. Now this bag, interestingly enough, is not, I don't think style-wise, quite as versatile as the Celine or the Cocoa top handle. Again, it could be just like the hardware or the color, but I don't like wearing this with like jeans and a t-shirt. It doesn't look right, I don't think. It looks right on me. It looks very like it just looks a little bit like too casual and too fancy. And I think it's the bag. I don't think it's necessarily like this champagne hardware or the color of this bag, because I would think that this is more casual than black. But yeah, I don't know. I was so focused on getting a trendy for so long, and I just don't use it that much. I don't know why. I just don't use it as much as I thought I would. But I do still love it. I think it is a beautiful bag. And then my Chanel 22 Mini in So Black. I just brought this to New York and loved it. However, I will say, because there is no closure at the top, I have the small size and there is a magnetic button. I didn't feel that secure in New York because if I had it crossbody, it was just kind of like a bucket, like it was just open. I don't think I would feel that self-conscious like here in Vegas if I'm just kind of walking around a mall or going out to dinner. But walking like the streets of New York, I felt a little self-conscious. I kind of kept like my hand on top of my bag because it was like an invitation. It was like wide open. But anyway, I love this bag. I love it. I think it's so cute. I love the 22 style. I love it a lot more than I thought I would when I first saw it come out. I was like, oh, that's like a basic bag. Like I didn't really get it. And now I get it. And I really love it. So anyway, that is my So Black Chanel 22 Mini. And here's my Chanel 19. And this is actually in goat skin, which they don't make it in goat skin anymore, but I got it when it first came out, the very first season. I was very excited for it. And this is the medium size, I believe. It's more akin to the jumbo flap, but in the 19, they call this the medium size, or at least they did when I purchased it. And then here is my Chanel 22 in the small size. They call this color brown. I call it caramel, I call it camel. And here's that button I was talking about. So this does have like a top button closure, which I think is great for these bags that are wide open otherwise. But yeah, I love this bag. This appeared in my 5 most used Chanel bags because it's easy. It's easy. It's a great kind of everyday bag. It is very casual though. I don't think it's very versatile. I don't think this is a great like dinner bag. It's just a little bit too big. The Mini, I think, is a great dinner bag because you can kind of tuck the crossbody straps away and just use the little top handles, and it's great for that. You don't really have that kind of versatility with this, but this is a great like everyday kind of bag. And here is my other trendy. I told you guys I was on a trendy kick. So this is the medium size. The peach one that I showed you, that beige one, is the small size. And then this has the larger quilting. So I think this was from a very specific season. I cannot remember. I can't remember all that stuff. But this is from a very specific season because of the larger size quilting, which I don't think they do often, but I do know the trendy comes with like the smaller quilting, like on my beige one, this larger, and then they have like chevron, I think, as well. This bag I really, really love. I think it's beautiful, but because it's on the bigger side, I don't necessarily feel comfortable bringing this out to like dinner. And like I was just saying about the trendy, it's not as versatile as I thought it would be. It really is. Yeah, I like this. I would definitely feel a little silly carrying with like a t-shirt and jeans or whatever. Like this, I don't think would go at all. But again, because of the size, it's sort of like this in between, well, it's too big for like a dinner bag or an evening bag. So anyway, I think if I was still in New York and if I was still like working corporate America, this would be absolutely perfect for that life. But I just don't have much of an occasion to use this bag. I love it still. But I just don't use it that often. And then I've got my Hermes. This is a Birkin 25. This is in the Togo leather. The color is Gris Tourterelle. And this I purchased from a friend of mine who downsizing her Birkin collection. She has a lot, a lot of Birkins. And in fact, I think she is up for selling a few others. So anyway, I have to get in touch with her. Oh, I have all of these lip products in here. Oh my goodness, I've been looking for these. My Chanel 938, my Clé de Peau lip balm, my Sisley, oh, number 13. My goodness. Okay, so anyway, I do love this bag, and I was just talking about this bag. Why was I talking about this bag? Anyway, oh, I think I was talking about like what my dream bag would be. This is, I think, when I was live streaming, and I love the size of this 25, the actual bag, but the handles are so mini that you can only hand carry it. I can barely, especially when I have like all my rings on, I can barely squeeze, and I don't have big hands, I can barely squeeze my hand through the handle, and I don't like that. I mean, I don't expect to be able to like throw this whole thing over my shoulder, but I do expect to throw it on my wrist fairly easily, or the crook of my elbow easily, and you can't with this. This is purely to be held in your hand, and I don't like that. That's not to say I don't love this bag. I think it's beautiful, and I do use it quite a bit, but I think I don't use it as often as I would if these handles were just a little bit bigger. So my dream Hermes, I think, is a 30. Just one size up from here, just 5 centimeters larger, and probably, you know, gold hardware, black leather, just something really, really basic. All right, I'm on the floor now. So this shelf is just a hodgepodge of stuff. Again, I need to reorganize all of this, but I have a lot of bags that I can't really stand up, or they just don't belong on the other shelves. So I've got my Prada crochet tote. I got this with my cruise in mind, and this was perfect. This was great for like walking around the boat, just throwing in like what I needed, sunglasses, your ID card, that sort of stuff. So I love this bag, and this color is just perfect. It's that Prada like pistachio green. It's so pretty, I love it. And then I've got my Loewe squeeze bag here. So this is in, and I'm sorry, I feel like the lighting down here is a little bit dark, but this is in that olive green color. So I got this, you know, the first season it came out. I don't know if they are still making this green. However, I have seen this bag now in many different varieties, but I really love, it's like a navy blue and the hardware is silver. I'm like, why does that look so like different and fresh? I don't know. I'm a sucker, but I have my eye on that one. But yeah, I love this bag. I love that the strap is adjustable, and you can wear it crossbody. You can wear it, you know, like a hobo on your shoulder. And it's a very easy bag. It just opens up, and it's just like a big cavernous body there. So loving that. And then I've got some old bags. So this is my Prada messenger bag. I use this all the time. This bag, I don't even know how old this is, maybe 20 years old. Doesn't it look great? Something about that Prada nylon, I swear it could probably last through a nuclear war. But this is a great travel bag. This is a great bag. If I'm just like running errands and I just know I'm gonna, I don't know, just have a lot of stuff that I need to like shove in my bag, this is absolutely perfect. This was the perfect city bag too, because you had this front flap for, well, back then I was using like Metro cards and stuff, but like your Metro card, your keys, like stuff that you really need like fast access to. It was always great to have like a front pocket. And then, oh my gosh, another super old bag. This is from the Row. This is their backpack. Can you see how the hardware is just so beat up? But I wore this a lot in the city, and I have the same gripe with this little top handle that I do with the Birkin. It's a great handle to like hold in your hand, but if you want to just put it over your shoulder, it's a little bit too small for that. And I feel like for this kind of bag, it would be great to have a strap that you could just put over your shoulder that isn't like the backpack strap, you know? Anyway, that's the Row backpack. And my camera is overheating, as am I, because this part of my closet is very hot. I'm like sweating. So we'll go through these last few very quickly. My Prada backpack. I love this guy. This is from a few years back. My Phoebe Philo brown pony hair bag. I can't remember what she calls this. I apologize. And then down here, I just have some of my bigger totes. I've got my Chanel Deauville tote. that appeared in my most used Chanel bags because I use that every single time I travel. And then I have my Loewe puzzle bag in the extra large size. It's actually a men's bag, but this is great for travel as well. It doesn't hold as much as the Dovell, but if I don't need something like the Dovell, this is great. And then I've got my Loewe elephant raffia bag that is so, look at his ears. So great for summertime. Love him. Okay, let me turn off this camera and let it cool down for a bit. All right, now we are in the room that I just had California Closets build out. So I just put my less used bags, not necessarily less loved, but just less used bags back here in this cabinet. So I'm just gonna run through these quickly so that this video isn't like 1,000 years long. So let me turn you guys around. All right, so on the top shelf here, I have a really big Balenciaga city bag. I got that a while ago to use as like a carry-on bag, but it's almost too big and unstructured for that because there's no dividers or anything inside, so I just don't use it that often. And then I've got the Oleata anchor bag that could be worn as a backpack. They're Reverie Hobo. And then I have this Dior wallet that was actually gifted to me from them, and I just use like a little card holder. So I love this. I think it's beautiful. I just don't use like a full wallet anymore. So anyway, that's just sitting there. And then I've got my very old Louis Vuitton Speedy that was a collaboration with Steven Sprouse. I think that's from like the early 2000s. So that bag is probably like 20 years old or close to it. And then I've got my Hermes Her bag, which was a gift from my aunt. So big thank you to her. And then on this shelf, I've got some of my Fendi baguettes here. So I have this limited edition one that came out a couple years ago, but I just love this green and I love these paillettes. And then I got one of the Fendaci baguettes. I couldn't resist. And then this Fendi baguette, this is a mama size. I got this when Sex and the City made those very popular. So I think I got that in the late 90s. That bag is very old. And then I have this, not Chanel, hello, this Dior, is this the Bobby bag? Am I making that up? I got this, I love the way it looks. I just never really use it. Don't know why. I don't know if it's the shape or the color of the leather or the fact that the strap that came with it is too short to wear crossbody. So I think what I need to do is just go into store and get a crossbody strap for it, and I feel like I'd wear it more often then. Anyway, that's the Bobby bag. And here is the Fendi, is it the Fendi First, wow, the Fendi First clutch. And then I've got my Chanel 255, like hot pink tweed. And I've got an Hermes Lindy, another gift from my aunt. I do like that bag. It's an odd shape. It's very boxy. Anyway, I just don't wear it that often. And then this is actually the very first Chanel bag I ever purchased. I actually purchased it at Bergdorf. And it's probably about 20 years old now. This Celine clutch, little pouch, it's actually a gift from Celine. The essay that I work with here in Vegas is so sweet, and he sent this over to me. And then this is the Atelier August box bag. It's very, very similar to the Celine Triomphe bag. It's really great. I haven't used this lately, but I was using this a lot, so this may actually move from here over to my primary closet. And then back there I have a Chanel small shopping tote in white. I never use. It's just not a great size for me. And I guess I have something about like light colored bags. I just don't use them very often. And then down here I have another very old Prada huge tote. I don't know if you can see the size of it. It's giant. And I used this a lot in New York for like weekends and stuff. It was great. And this is actually knitted and not crocheted. So as a knitter, I was like in love with this. And then I've got a Loewe basket tote. Now that I have the elephant one, this unfortunately has fallen to the wayside. I do still love it and I do use it, but I do prefer my elephant one. And then I have a bunch of Tom Ford bags. This one, I don't remember the name of this one. I got this when I was in New York 1,000 years ago. I think what I really loved about it was It was, you know, great. I was working in corporate America. It was perfect for that. But it had these oversized zippers. And I just loved it. That was not being used that much back then. And then I have the Tara bag. And I got this admittedly for the color. I fell in love with this color. This color looks so good with gray. It's gorgeous, even though it's warmer than just straight up gray. I don't know if you can tell. And then I have this Tom Ford bag, super old. It's Python, like caramel colored, and it's that flat bag. I think, is this the Jennifer bag for Jennifer Aniston? They came out with like a few different variations of it. Anyway, that's one. And then I've got this Row bag, which is actually very similar to this Tom Ford bag. I was really into just this like easy top handle bag, but this color, can you guys see? It's like a dark, dark green. My God, I love it. My super old Prada tote from 1995, my very first luxury handbag, my very first Prada bag. Sorry, my camera's having a hard time focusing. And then back there is my Loewe, it's like the inflated anagram bag. It's all rubber. I love this bag. I think it's so awesome. It's like a bucket bag. It's just open at the top. And then down here, we've got my Chanel Deauville in the black caviar leather. I don't use this as much as the hot pink one because it's a little bit smaller, and because it's leather, it's much stiffer than the pink one. So again, this is great when I'm in New York, but like I don't have much use for a bag like this here in Vegas. And then here is a bag that I got at the Bottega outlets. It's just this like floppy hobo. This is actually another outlet purchase. I love this bag. It's a giant puffy bag. It looks like a bomber jacket. I love it. Actually, a few times I've carried it. I've carried it to the spa. It's perfect for like a change of clothes and stuff. It's great. I love this bag. Here is another Oleata bag, which I love. This is great for like when I'm working off site. I do like taking this bag because it fits my laptop, which is perfect. And then back there, I've got a Longchamp, a giant Longchamp bag with the stripes. I love that bag because it reminds me of the East Coast. It's so like Martha's Vineyard or P-Town or Cape Cod. I love it. Oh, and I have a Kuyana bag down here. This is another great like working off-site bag. It's just a tote. Sorry, it's laying flat underneath these two bags. There's all the handles. But that is a great bag as well. So that is it for all the bags that I had like just thrown in this room on the floor. Definitely all the bags that I use regularly. Obviously the ones in my primary closet that I showed you first, I use those more regularly than the ones in here. But like I mentioned, I have a bunch in my garage that I just need to go through. So maybe when I go through those, I'll do like an updated collection. But I love how the bags look in this room. I think because of the light cabinetry and the light, and it's more open, at least it's more conducive to showing you guys than in my primary closet, which is such a shame because those are the bags that I use the most. But that's like all the way tucked into like the back of my closet. So it's just dark back there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna stop because my camera is overheating again. I'm overheating. So I understand, little camera, I get it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. A big thank you to Current Body for sponsoring the beginning portion of this video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.